Ben.
And I'm John.
And together we're OCB
Reactions.
And today we got something a little different. Today we have an album that was sent to us all the way from Finland, from the band Red Room Ensemble. That was the very first band that we did for Metal Around the World when we were doing that.
Yes, and just totally amazing band.
Yeah.
These guys are great. And they're so personal, you know.
Yeah.
Well, with communication. Yeah. But okay. What we're doing? Yeah, we're just gonna review the album a little bit.
Yeah.
I might even go in and drop in a little bit. You might hear some of the music while we're talking. But I love the album.
I did too. It made it inched its way into my favorite album for 2020.
Right.
Well, in the top 10.
It kind of took me away from the way they sounded before. It's got its own unique sound, and unless I'm wrong, this is basically a concept album.
It's at least thematically married. The songs are thematically married to each other.
Yeah, and there were some songs for us. It was like, this hits. This is a hit for us. There was one where we're both kind of like, I don't think it's so much that we
didn't like it. It was just like, it wasn't. I think for me, it was like I was wanting like a burner, like something that really just kicked me in the ass at this point. But it didn't do that.
Right.
It wasn't a bad song. I think it was. Carry My Darkness.
Yeah, Carry My Darkness. Now we both absolutely loved the 6th track, Wolf Torn Soul.
Yeah.
And
that actually like almost got proggy.
Yeah.
In the composition of it, it's like, and I love the long song. Although I will say on the Spotify has the tracks in a different order.
Yes.
And it's like, because I'm like, there's a 12-minute long song. I love
the Sunken Cathedral. That's the long one.
And but that was the first song on the Spotify.
Yeah.
Like, who opens this album with a 12-minute long song? And it's like, and I listen to it, it's like, oh, that's fine. That works. I mean, that's like, I'm really into what's going to happen next. And then, but like, no, that's not how it works on the actual album. That's
right.
And it works a lot better, that not being the first song, actually.
Yeah.
The way they actually had it placed.
No, there wasn't a single song that I disliked.
No.
It's like you said, at that point, you just kind of want something that's going to kick you in the ass. And they bring it. It's like, and that one didn't.
The only song that really did that, like, it was just all around, like, punch you in the face, kind of kick you in the ass, is the first song.
Right.
And then after that, they're a little more cerebral.
Right.
You know, and like require a little more attention. And it's like, and some of the stuff, there were like minor things that I like. Not that the vocalist sounded bad, but he made choices that I'm like, I don't see that.
Well, and let's face it, you were pissed at the song Hammerhead.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like, because I thought it was an Overkill cover. I'm like, well, you went all the way back to Overkill's first album, and picked like one of my. But like, wait a minute, that's not the Overkill song. Like, it's a good song on its own, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted to hear the old Overkill song. It's like, well, I'll just listen to the old Overkill song for a while, and then let's do the new one. But no, I did. It's like, I thought it was like, holy crap, that was like Overkill cover. I'm like, no, it's its own song. Like, and it was a good song.
And if you have not listened to Red Room Ensemble, do it.
And you can easily, I actually forwarded, after listening to the album, I contacted the guy that runs the New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal YouTube channel. It's like, these guys fit that. Yeah. So why don't you promote this album too?
Yeah, and the album is, the band is Red Room Ensemble. The album is Sunken Cathedral. And honestly, if you're going to go in and listen to this, make sure that you're listening in order, because they fit in a certain way.
Yeah, and it tells us, whether they're telling a story. I haven't opened it to look, and I forgot to ask.
Right.
So if they're telling, it tells a story regardless if they're trying to tell a story or not.
Right.
But
because if you listen out of order, it
a very different feel.
yeah. The album itself has a flow to it, and if you listen to it out of order, that flow just gets totally disrupted.
I mean, not that you won't enjoy the songs for themselves, but
Yeah.
it's like, especially Wolf Toy Soul. That just was an awesome song.
Yes.
But I'd say, like, you know, just doing a regular rating, like 9 out of 10 or 4, I'd say like 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only thing that really bothered me was like some of the choices the vocalist made. Not that he did like when he could have really punched it and he pulled it back. It's like, I understand why he did it. It's just like, it's not what I wanted to hear.
Right.
At that particular time. It's like, but there's nothing wrong, no misstep or he didn't go off or anything. It's just,
well, let's also just be realistic. You know, if you're given a 1 through 10 rating, there's almost never going to be a 10.
yeah, but it's
We'll give it. I'll give it a solid 9.5 too. But I mean, there's no such thing as absolute perfection.
No. There's a couple. I've heard one.
Hey, we're giving you shit, guys. Okay. No. The
Definitely,
album
if you
was
have
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on Spotify, definitely look it up, get it. If you can get the physical copy, get it.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know if you can get it in the States or not. I mean, this was sent to us by the band from the Åland Islands,
Right.
not the Aslan Islands.
Yeah, it has nothing to do
with
with
C.S. Lewis's version of God. No, but via Finland. So
right. And like I said, these guys are just awesome.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, definitely check. I mean, just check them out on YouTube. Check them out. I mean, yeah, make your own decision. But yeah,
you know what? Blow these guys up.
Yeah. Make the singer come back and quit doing other projects.
Yeah, and make the other one quit college or
whatever.
whatever.
The bass player went to study. Well, he said he went to study. I don't know what he's studying. He might be studying bass. You know, I don't know.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, force them to get back together.
Yeah.
But that's really all I've got.
Yeah.
You know, because all I'm gonna do is just sit here and talk about how it was an awesome album.
Yeah, it really was, and I was like, I got it at it was a good time to get that.
Yeah,
Like
and the production was good too.
Yes, the production was very good.
So that's really all I've got.
So fairly well.
Thank you.